Hello. Hello, Charlie says, hey, Sean. Right. So, bear with me. Live chat, that's what I want. Excellent. So, if somebody could obviously let me know whether you can hear me or not, that'd be great. I am currently sat in the van, so I'm not sure how good the audio is. We are live. Yes, we are, Charlie. If you could just let me know if you can hear what I'm saying, that'd be fantastic, because I'm not sure whether you can hear me or not. Today's live stream, the first live stream I've done. Hello, Sean. Good evening. Heather. Hi, Heather. How's it going? Again, if you can hear me, somebody. Yes, audio is all good. Thanks, Charlie. Brilliant. Thank you. So, yeah, this is my first live stream. It was a bit weird, actually. Loud and clear. Brilliant. Fantastic. So yeah, this is quite a new thing for me. I normally like to sort of only post sort of edited videos. So to go live, this is going to be a bit different. But I figured I'd do it from the van. Yorkie can hear, so that's good. Thank you. So yeah, this is how it stands at the moment. I've got a few lights. I've actually dimmed these because it was a bit bright. It was when it's on full power. I thought that was probably a bit much, so I have turned them down. Just save my eyes. Only me, Chris. Hey, Sean. Like the set. Hi, Chris. It's been interesting to see if you come into Falmouth again this year. I think you mentioned probably April. But yeah, make sure you give me a shout if you do. Live on the big screen here. Thanks, Dave. Oh, Dave, notice the back wall here. A couple of your GoPro mounts that you gave me when we met up for the beach clean are just here, as you can see. 155 STW, hello. God, they're all coming in now. Karen, hi mum. History Hunters UK, good evening. Excellent. I hope I'll come back to Falmouth. I found it very informative when I went back in August. Brilliant. Emma Janes, hello. Yes, I hear you. Excellent. John Cox is there with his little fox emoji. Legend. Kate Tomlinson, thanks, Kate. Glad you're making use of them. Yeah, not a problem. John Woodland, hey mate. We've got quite a few people. 17 people. I literally said I think I probably only had 8 thumbs up when I posted this on YouTube earlier, and I was like, I'll probably get a few. Torrens here, brilliant. Torren, I knew you'd turn up, to be honest. You know, fantastic. First Light, obviously, yes. Again, I thought you'd be here as well, so that's good. Odyssey, brilliant. So Odyssey Explore, I've done a few videos with him in the past, and we're planning a few like camping trips coming up. Not to spoil anything, but Lee Christopher, hello Sean. So my main question to everyone this evening is: did you all have a good Christmas? You know, did you all get merry? I've got a remains of a JD and Coke just to as it is Christmas. I was actually working today just to break it up a little bit, but the van looks good now, mate. Thanks, Charlie. It's getting there. I'm actually sat on. I haven't got a cushion at the moment because it's getting fabric, but this one's still here. Got a few things. Got an old unit. Well, I got a Facebook marketplace. I'll just explore. No spoilers. All right, mate. So sorry if I keep touching it. It's just I'm trying to read the comments and. Had a great Christmas, mate. How was yours? Thanks, First Light. Yes. Yeah, it was good. It was a quiet one. Saw lots of family. Had a few too much to eat and drink, but you know, diet starts in January, right? Need to get back in the sea, definitely. I've not been in the sea since I made the St Ives video where I was in with the seals. So yeah, quite a while. Okay. Heather, how was yours? Yeah, it was good. Sweet Van Sean, thanks. Bobby Parafino. Lee Christopher, you just got COVID for Christmas. Sorry to hear that, mate. What a nightmare that must be. I'm a complete noob with live streams. I'm trying to work out how to keep all of my chats on the screen without having to scroll. Sean, you were always touching it. Okay, thanks, Dad. I don't understand what that was. What's your plans for New Year's Eve? So, I am probably going to get in the water, as boring as that sounds. I would really like to go to a pub, but at the same time... Oh, what's happened? But at the same time, it's quite rife in Cornwall at the minute, so I'm kind of... Mum's waiting for an operation, and I don't really want to run the risk of getting it and passing it on to her because she won't be able to get her operation. So I'm probably going to have a quiet one, to be honest. Pilgrim Pause here. Any new upgrades on the van, Odyssey Explorer? Yes, I have. I'll probably show you around in a bit if anyone's interested. The sea is the best medicine for anything if you are stressed, under pressure. Thanks, Odyssey. That's good advice. Missed the start. Hope you had a good Christmas. Yes, I did, Paul. It was very good. I literally had 5 days off work, so very happy with that. Is it busy in Cornwall at the minute? Charlie asks. Oh, do you know what? This gimbal just... so that was Charlie. Yes, it is pretty busy at the moment. A lot of people down seeing their parents, probably say. A lot of sort of, or just even down on holiday. Oh my God, what a nightmare. I'm going to switch from using the gimbal to the tripod. So I've actually got audio sounds good, but I'm going to unplug that. So now it might be a little bit echoey. So I'm just going to get rid of that. And I'm going to switch you over to this. So it might be a bit of a different angle, but this is what we do. You got to work with what you've got, right? I'll try and answer the questions as we keep going. That guy Ali D. I tried going in the sea, but there are so many jellyfish. There are, but if you're a wimp like me and you wear a wetsuit every time you go in, then the jellyfish should be fine. And do you know what? You know, there... Oh, I've got a ring light as well. Got to light up that face. I'm all about lighting. There's nothing worse than having terrible lighting when it comes to video. Because this is on an iPhone, if you don't have decent lighting, it goes really grainy. It's all to do with the ISO. There you go, Dad. So you did teach me something. Okay. What have we got here? Very busy in Newquay, Odyssey says. Lots of holiday makers coming down today, I've noticed. Yeah, it is busy. 155 STW, watch some YouTube UK van life videos. One particular van life couple up north had broken... Where's it gone? There we go. Have broken a diesel heater, very chilly up there. I mean, it probably would be. I am planning on sort of sleeping in this van in the new year. But it's quite... I'm not cold at the minute, but then, you know. Audio was really clear without the mic. Thanks, Dave. Right, so I'm going to switch you now from the gimbal. So I'll get rid of this. There we go. Okay, bear with me. I'm just going to switch you over to this one. You don't really want to see up my nose, do you? There we go. We've got 19 people watching now, which is great. I think that's pretty much a good outcome for my first live stream. So this is a gimbal that I've got, and it works very well. Dave Cornwall, you might recognise this because I think you've got the same one. It's really good, and it's never failed on me, but for some reason today it's just been not working quite so well, so I'll retire that for now. Okay. Kieran, a JD and Coke is good. That's exactly what I've got in here, so brilliant, thank you. It's good to warm the back of the van. Yeah, exactly. And just to let everyone know, I am actually parked like at the house, so I'm not driving anywhere, even though I've got a Jack Daniels. But yeah, it's just left over from Christmas. I mean, what are you supposed to do with it? I'm not going to throw it away. Come on. Okay. So, I'm glad everyone's had a good Christmas. It'd be interesting to know what everyone is going to be up to this New Year's, if you have any plans. Best gimbal on the market for phones. I was impressed when you showed me. Yeah, I mean, to be honest, honestly, it is good. It's a bit big, but I liked it because you've got like lots of sort of like controls. You can zoom in and things on your phone with all this sort of stuff. But for some reason, to be fair, I haven't used it in a really long time, so that's probably why it was being a bit funny. 24 people on the chat now. That's good. I was supposed to be in Newquay this week. Oh, where's it gone? Heather, your message is gone. It says retracted, so I have to wait. Planning a New Year's dive if visibility is good. When was your last dive? Yeah, it was probably the beginning of the month, which was quite a while ago. I'm going to clean out my office tomorrow and retire. Looking forward to this. Torrent, yeah, start your New Year's resolutions and your spring cleaning early. Why not? 23 people, mate. Great turnout. Yes, first light. That's really good. Yeah. How's your day been? Busy. I've been at work, which I don't talk about. Yeah, it's been fine. Just sort of cracking on with it, really. Been out on the surfboard, Laurie. I have recently, but I didn't film it. It was fine. Not doing much this New Year's. Thinking of filming for my new video finally. Honestly, I am looking forward to seeing a new video from you. It's been far too long, mate. You need to get back on the horse. Sorry, I was supposed to be in Newquay this week, but decided not to last minute. But good job we didn't, because I've got COVID. Heather, really sorry to hear you've got COVID. Hopefully it's not too bad for you. Hopefully you're not getting ill from it. But yeah, like anything, well, there's no positive to it really, is it? So, sorry. Did you manage to get a new house yet? No, that's why I'm in the van. No, we haven't got a new house. We've got a few viewings lined up and things, but yeah, that's about it. Hi Sean, what's your subscriber goal for 2022? That's from Simply Mint. I don't really know. I mean, for this year, my subscriber goal was 1,000, and I got to that, and it was fantastic. I mean, I think in a way, as soon as you get over 1,000, it's kind of more about, I'd rather have loyal viewers like what you guys are, that watch the videos, then, I mean, yeah, of course I want to grow, I want to get more subscribers and everything, but it's all about, I enjoy the community that is sort of building on this channel, and I like having the sort of feedback and the conversations with you guys. But yeah, ideally I'd like to maybe get to 5,000. That would be fantastic. But it's like anything, it could be a slow gradual snowball. It just takes its time, takes its time. And all it takes is just one video, really, you know, and one video that a lot of people like, and a lot of people watch, that can sort of grow your channel like overnight. I was watching this guy the other day who made, and you've probably seen it because it's probably been shown to most people, and he built a sort of hut out in the woods, and that was it. And I just watched because I like things like that. And he posted on his community post saying that he'd reached the 400,000 subscriber mark. That was yesterday, and then I checked it today, and he's on like 800,000. So again, all it takes is one video, and then it can grow dramatically. So my overall plan, long story short, is just to make the best videos I can, the best enjoyable videos I can, and yeah, and just go from there really. So I've missed a few messages. Let me just have a look. Been 8 months since I did my last one when we went down that mine. Can't believe how quick it's gone. Honestly, it doesn't actually feel like that long ago. We were in that mine getting really scared. Any recommendations for places to have a wander New Year's Day? There's lots of places actually. It depends whether you want a sort of someone with a bit of hustle and bustle, or whether you want to get away from the crowds. Depending on what part of Cornwall that you're heading to. If you're looking for North Coast and you want a bit of, hustle and bustle, then St Ives, or even, Port Isaac's lovely, but again, it's going to be very busy. South Coast, I love Falmouth, lots of nice pubs and things, but at the same time, if you want to sort of get away from all of that, there's so many nice coastal walks. For instance, one that's literally just down the road from me now is you can go from sort of like Gwythian to literally you can just follow the coastal path all the way through to Godrevy, have a look at the seals. There's lots of nice places, but a New Year's Day walk is always nice to sort of get off the beaten track anyway, just because it blows out the cobwebs, especially if you have a heavy one the night before. So what else we got? You can't get down there now, it's been gated off. Honestly, yes, it has been closed off. I actually saw that on Fast Light's video. He showed, I think he probably tried to go back in there, but there's a gate over it. John says, any chance you can do a all drone vlog sometime? What are you saying, that you don't want to see me, Dad? Is that what it is? Are you going to join me on the Southwest Coastal Path? If so, what section would you like to do? Pilgrim Port, whenever, really. Whenever you're next down, just give me a shout and I'll come meet you, and we'll film and just go for a wander. Whether I film or not, I mean, I'll probably will, but if I decide I'm not going to, then I'll just be in yours. That's fine. Where do you plan on snorkeling next year? I'm looking at new spots down along the southeast coast of Cornwall, if anyone has any recommendations. For me, there's a lot of sort of area that I haven't sort of explored yet around the sort of Maritime Way, up to sort of Prah Sands. I have been to Prah, but there's lots of sort of little coves in between. Really want to go to Prussia Cove. It is a bit of a hike down there. So for me, it's one of these things where normally when I'm planning on going snorkeling, I always want to sort of take my camera, take my drone, and sort of map out the site and just sort of make a decent video out of it as well. But with things like that, the further I go from the car, the more sort of pressure it is for me to leave my stuff on the beach. If I'm leaving my camera gear and everything, it's kind of like, do I really want to run the risk? I mean, if it's going to be sort of winter, then it'll probably be fine because there'll be no one else on the beach. But in the summer months, the sort of more secluded beaches tend to be a bit better. Molly says hello. Hello, Molly. Pusher Cove, definitely. Thank you. Chris asks, best restaurant in Falmouth. Ooh. Now, it used to be Oliver's. That closed 3 years ago, but fantastic. Difficult to get into. Now, that was rebought by a young couple. Apparently the food is very good, but I've not actually eaten there since it was rebought. Indie Dog is very good, so that's probably one of the good ones. If you're into seafood, the Wheelhouse, 100%. I can't eat any of it, so I've never actually been in there. I'm off to have a curry. Happy New Year, Sean. Speak soon. Cheers, Odyssey. See you soon, mate. Wheelhouse for seafood, shellfish. Yes, would Joe, exactly. The fish and chips on the corner in Falmouth is really good. You're probably talking about Harbour Lights. They've won quite a few awards, actually, like Fish and Chip Shop of the Year. 5 years running, I'm pretty sure. It is very good. I tend to prefer, it used to be really good, which was a fish and chip shop in Penryn called Nemo's, but that's recently changed hands and it's not as good at the moment. Sending love from Newlyn. Love Cornwall, X. Thank you very much. Yes, Harbour Lights, yeah, that's it, Charlie. So yeah, I mean, there's, as far as, no one's asked this, but I'm going to just talk to you about it anyway, but as far as the channel goes, I've had a bit of a break, actually. I decided after sort of, it didn't take over my life last year. I love making videos and I enjoy doing what I do. But I just decided, you know, it's Christmas. I'm just going to spend some time with Kate, spend some time with the family and just sort of enjoy it, really. I've been sort of working on ideas for next year. I think it's time to sort of step it up a little bit. I'm still going to pretty much make the same videos that I have been making. I'm going to do a lot more sort of in the van, a lot more sort of camping and things like that. But it's just about sort of getting people. You can do the same thing all the time, over and over again. You can constantly do the same sort of content. But if you've got to always evolve what you're doing, else it just gets the same, really, the same thing. I'm always trying to look at the new angles and new shots and things like that I can do, but it's all about the type of content that you do that will obviously keep people interested. And I found that I went through this stage of making these beach review videos, and some of you people might be here because you first saw a beach review. Laurie, I will answer that question in 2 seconds. So I've lost my train of thought. What was I saying? Oh yeah, so I used to make these beach review videos, and the issue was that I was getting a lot of sort of subscribers from that weren't really interested in the rest of the stuff that I do. So I pretty much unlisted those videos. If you do want those videos, then you can just email me and I can send you the links to them. But they were good videos and they were very good for sort of telling people how to park, where the toilets were, whether beaches were dog friendly and things like that. But it was attracting a lot of people that were only visiting the channel for that, which wasn't really what I was doing on a regular basis, so I wasn't getting a lot of views. So I've unlisted them pretty much. So they're still on the channel, but you just can't see them on there. Laurie asks, have I done any mountain biking? I have. I used to have a mountain bike. When I moved to Falmouth, the place I was living at had a balcony, and that was pretty much the only outdoor space I had for it. And I put it outside under a cover and it got really rusty, so I just sold it. But there is a really good cycle route from Bissau that goes all the way up to Reef. And it's really good, and you can actually hire bikes there as well. Best pasty. Sorry, lots of food questions. Only me, Chris. Not a problem. Best pasty. I'm not really a pasty snob. Any pasty, really. Most people like, you know, Warren's and things like that, but I'm happy with Rose, to be honest. Whatever is available, I will have a pasty. They all pretty much taste the same. I mean, there's probably going to be a lot of people that's going to say they don't taste the same, but yeah, for me, they all taste the same, pretty much. Not apart from my mum's, they're the best. Mum, your homemade pasties are the best. There you go. She would have killed me if I didn't say that. The beach reviews helped a lot when I visited Cornwall in the summer. That's why I found this channel, because of those. Charlie, that's good to know. That's good feedback. I'm probably going to unlist them in the summer anyway, because that's when people are going to start searching for how they, you know, beach reviews of beaches and things. Philip's pasty in hell, the best by far. Yes. Yeah, I like those. Heather says, it's a difficult one, but could you give some ideas to give me confidence to get in the sea? I love the sea to look at and paddle in, but scared to get deeper. Your videos give me the drive to try. Well, that's good to know. Heather, the only thing I would probably say to you is just take it slow. Just go in a little bit at a time, but set yourself a goal. Don't just jump in the deep end. You know, don't just jump off the rocks and get out of your depth or anything like that. These things, you need to sort of slowly sort of get out of your depth. It's the same with Kate. You know, when we first met, she didn't like getting her face wet in the sea or even in swimming pools. You know, and just by taking it a little bit at a time and just sort of slowly sort of getting deeper and deeper and things like that, building your confidence up. You know, she's now snorkeling shipwrecks and things like that with me. So if she can do it, then anyone can, because, you know, she's not a confident sort of person in the sea like I am. So all I would say is just give yourself a goal and say, right, well, the next time I go out, I'm going to go maybe to this deep. And then after that, maybe go, right, well, I'm going to go to this deep, and just sort of ease yourself into it and just sort of take your time with it. And eventually you'll find, yeah, okay, you're deeper, that's fine. But again, just obviously just make sure that you have a good understanding of the water as well, so that you're not putting yourself in any danger, because obviously currents are, well, they're not good, are they? Dave Cornwall, jam or cream first? Ah, here we go. Dave, I don't actually like scones very much, to be honest, so no preference. All I know is, I know I've got sunglasses on, but it's just because my hair, I'm turning into Ken Barlow again, so it's like a headband. Yeah, I don't really eat scones, so to me, whatever makes you happy. Okay. Pips pasties if you like peppery like I do. All right, John. Only me, Chris says, Mum, send us the recipe. I'm sure she will. Kate says, snorkeling with her eyes closed. Yes, she does. And make sure you go with someone, not on your own. Yes, that is a good shout as well. Heather, if you're going to be in the sea, just make sure you got someone with you. I go on my own because, you know, I just do. Beverly says, I grew up in Falmouth, now live in Florida. Love your channel to bring back happy memories of Cornwall. Well, that's nice to know, Beverly. It's nice to know I've got people over the pond as well that watch. Beverly, I will ask you what time it is over there. It's currently 7:30 here. Love Cornwall says, it's jam first in Cornwall. Yes, it is. Heather says, thank you, Sean, for the good tips. Tow floats can help as well, Heather. Yes, and I do actually have one. I don't use it overly as much as I should, but my mum got it for me for my birthday, and it's essentially a water a buoyancy aid that you can blow up, and it's luminous as well. So it just sort of allows boats and things to see you. But you know, if you're going to be sort of heading out of your depth, that might be a good place to start. And you can get them from pretty much, you can get them off Amazon, and you can get them from surf shops and things. Where do you find info on the currents besides visual signs, if that makes sense? I'm a novice surfer, so any tips would be great. I learn most of all the information I learn about anything is from YouTube. So anything that I'm very much a visual learner, so anything that I need to like learn, I watch YouTube videos on it and just sort of learn from that. But as far as yeah, I mean, you can kind of see, and when I first started surfing, it took me a long time to sort of work out how, you know, because you watch videos and it says, right, well, this is how to spot a current, and it would be waves, and then sort of a break in the waves. But one of the things that I find in Cornwall and a lot of the areas around here is that the current almost moves quite a bit. So you might get a section where there might be a rip at one point at the beach, and then, you know, when the next set of waves comes in, it might have moved. So it's all about, if you're surfing, rip currents can actually be your friend, but at the same time, you don't want to get sort of sent right to the back if you're not at that level. So all I would say is, if you're learning, just obviously just make sure that you're very much like not out of your depth, but at the same time, anywhere where there's sort of rocks, especially if it's like a cove, normally where the rocks are is where the rip's gonna rip you out, so just be wary of that. Okay. Beverly says, do you have rock pool postings? I'm not sure what you mean by that, Beverly. I don't really go into rock pools, but I tend to do snorkeling sort of where rock pools are fully submerged in the water. Beverly also says it's 2:29 p.m. in Florida, so that's good. Dad said you have any shark encounters? I have had shark encounters, but they were reef sharks, and I was in Thailand and I snorkeled with them, and that was good. But this was 10 years ago, before I made YouTube videos, so unfortunately not. Been vlogging any nudist beaches recently? Only me, Chris. Only the one where I went with Wendo Explores, and we got asked to stop pretty much by a man who was naked. Well, he was naked, and then he put his clothes on to come over and speak to us. And you know, I stopped because it was out of respect, but at the end of the day, you know, it's going to go on YouTube. I'm going to blur it anyway, so, you know. Right, okay. Johnny Big Salads has joined the stream. Hi, Johnny. I know you don't like me calling you Johnny, so it's John. John says, have you been to Australia? That's my dad, he's taking the mick. Yes, I've been to Australia. Kay says we've all been places. Yep, thank you very much. So I'm going to sort of move you around a bit. Who wants to have a little look around the van? So you might remember that when I did the beach clean video, so that's one of the bags from the beach clean video that I've sort of stuck to there. I don't know, just trying to break it up a little bit. This is the unit I got off Facebook Marketplace, which is, I'm going to sort of put my portable cooker on there. Over here, this is my unit which has got the leisure battery in it. I can actually plug in the lights and everything. Just give you a bit of a insight. I will probably do a video on the van tour once it's finished, but I won't do it until then. Oh, he says, thanks, I've been slowly pushing myself into some green waves. Do you go on? I say go on my own as well as fear of needing the Coast Guard. Thing is, alright, I've been surfing for, I don't know, a long time. And I don't surf as regularly as I used to. So your confidence does sort of fluctuate. It does go up and down. And there's nothing... I still get that feeling when you're pulling up to a beach. Especially like when I used to go to like Poles F a lot. And the drive down, and you could sort of see the waves. And you get almost like a slight... It's like an excitement, but at the same time it's a little bit of anxiety. Because you just think, okay, it looks big from here, but it's going to look bigger when I'm out there. And I think that as long as you've got people with you, it's always going to sort of help your confidence anyway. But again, just start off slow. What's your favourite place you have ever visited? Charlie. What's my favourite place I've ever visited? That's a difficult one. It's probably in Australia, actually. Byron Bay. Very chilled out. Okay. Terry Tracker's here. Oi, oi, Sean. All right, Terry, how's it going, mate? Okay. What's your favourite video encounter of 2021? Favourite video encounter? Do you mean what was my favourite video I made, Beverly, of 2021? I don't know, really. There's quite a few. I post them and then, because I spend so long editing them, I don't really watch them after they've posted. So it's just hard to sort of remember them all. I enjoyed doing a lot of the snorkeling videos. I always enjoy those because I think it's a view that a lot of people don't necessarily get to see. But yeah, probably one of those. I enjoyed the one I did with my dad, actually, when we snorkeled. That was fun. Okay. Heather says, my partner has a sweatshirt for surfers against sewage from like the early days they were formed. Oh, that's cool. Love the van. You've done a fab job. Thanks, Heather. Any dream destinations you would like to visit from first light? I love Cornwall. I can't ever envision myself living anywhere else, but at the same time, there's lots of places around the world I'd like to go. Believe it or not, even though I love the great outdoors, I would actually quite like to go to New York City, just for like a weekend, maybe at Christmas or something, just to see if it's as good as what people say, really. But I probably hate it because it's just completely different to where I am now. Hope you've had a good Christmas, Terry. Yes, it's been good. It's the 500, John, and got the portable solar. Okay. 155 STW says no real plans, just work. Maybe go to the UK next year for Christmas. That'll be good. Laurie says thanks. Totally relate to that. Van's looking good. We'll be changing my T4 for a camper. I actually used to have a T5, and I actually did love that van. It was a great van, and I spent a lot more time sort of renovating it than I have this. But the only thing I found with it, when I sold it, I pretty much made my money back, which was great. But at the same time, whenever anything went wrong with it, it was really expensive. Sarah Woods is here. Hi, Sean. Hope you had a lovely Christmas. Yes, I did. John says, love that snorkel with you too. I knew you would, Dad. Love Cornwall says, excellent for me to just disappear overnight and charging my metal detectors and stealth camp while hunting for Cornish treasure. Love Cornwall. If you have any sort of tips on stealth camping, then just let me know, because it is something that I'm planning on doing a lot of in this van. I don't know how stealthy it can be in a big white box, but definitely sort of camping out off the beaten track and in some locations where I'm not going to get a knock on the door at 3 o'clock in the morning. First Light says he thinks he's heading to New York soon. Well, make sure you make a video about it, mate, so I'll look forward to seeing that. In the summer, Cornwall is like abroad. Yes, it is. Other than Cornwall, where is your #1 place in the UK for a long weekend? I don't leave Cornwall that much, to be fair. I've got friends that live in Devon, so like Brixham area and Teignmouth area. So it's normally just to go and see them. That's pretty much the only real time that I leave Cornwall. I've got friends in Plymouth as well that I go and see. But I'd like to go to Bath at some point. Me and Kate are sort of planning our honeymoon at the moment, so we're sort of discussing Scotland and possibly Bath for that, because originally we were planning on going to Portugal, but I don't think there will be a great, well, we don't want to get stuck if there's restrictions and things, but I've promised her I'm not going to vlog it, so okay. What van do you have now? What van do you have now? I have a Vauxhall Vivaro, and it's good because it's very square, so it just means there's a bit more space than my T5 that I had. I'm hoping to get to Cornwall to meet up this summer, fingers crossed. Terry, if you come down and you don't message me, then I'll be very upset. I like a Durgan village, nice beach. I go through, yeah, Glendurgan, yeah. And I actually made a video there a little while back at the National Trust area. It's lovely there. Okay, so First Light is going to vlog it, so that's good. Terry Tracker says, come to Northumberland. Yeah, if there's stuff to do and see. Can I get in the sea there? I don't even... I'm really bad with geography, like anything sort of past Bristol, I ain't got a clue. So I don't even know if Northumberland is inland or whether it's on the coast, but... the nail polish hound says, just popping in the middle of cooking dinner. Love Cornwall, 4 weeks booked there during 2022. Best dog walks in the Padstow area. I mean, if you're asking about dog-friendly beaches, it all depends on the time of year. But Padstow area, I'd probably say if you do the camel trail with your dog, just watch out for the cyclists, but that's a nice walk. Takes you pretty much all the way from Padstow to, I think it goes past Poles F, so it's nice. Love Cornwall says, mine is a dark grey Transit with static double bed and mini kitchen. You can just park anywhere. Love Cornwall, is it a long wheelbase or short wheelbase? Do you think they will make the roads wider in Cornwall at some stage? John, even, I know you hate that. I hope that they don't make the roads wider, because it sort of adds to the character of it, doesn't it? The whole point of when I bought this van, it's pretty much got scratches on every panel. And that's the thing, because now I'm not precious about it. I can drive it down the Cornish lanes and, you know, put it up in a hedge if I need to get past somebody. I'm not going to be too worried about it. So what I would say is maybe bring your work van if you come down. Or Dad said you can please not park your van next to his car. Oh, Terry says there's lots of coast up there, so that's good. Love Cornwall short wheelbase, same as what this is. Favourite beach in Cornwall? Oh, First Light, I can't tell you what my favourite beach now. It's probably Mainporth, to be honest. I like Mainporth because I love Falmouth, I love Falmouth beaches, but it tends to be the quieter one of the sort of three main ones. What's your plans for your channel in the new year? From Sarah Woods. I mentioned this earlier, but I am planning on keep doing what I'm doing. I need to step it up a notch, I think, and I want to do a lot more sort of camping and things, and stealth camping in the van, that sort of thing. Winter, all of that. I'm gonna freeze probably. I've come over a pristine Bongo, but my grey Transit is beaten on the outside, but the engine is a Tiger. First Light, nice beach, Mainporth. Not that quiet in the summer though. Yeah, it's true, but like anything, you know, you've got to just sort of roll with it, haven't you? The only problem with Mainporth is that if you're going to park on the beach, there's a limited amount of spaces, and there is a lady across the road that opens up her field essentially that you can park in. She charges you like £5 for the day. Must make a killing. Counted the cars once, it was like 200 cars in there. You know, unbelievable cash in hand. But anyway, but it's hit and miss. You know, you might go down there, it might be a bank holiday, and she might have just not bothered to open the field, and you just can't park anywhere. So okay, 45 minutes we've been going on this. I didn't think I could talk for that long. I've only got 10 likes, 27 people on there, 28 people on there. Does anyone else want to chuck a like on there? Let's just see if that actually works and see if we get some more likes coming up at the top there. 11 likes, here we go. She must be a millionaire with what the amount of people that come. Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, Paul, thanks for liking. 14 likes now, brilliant, thank you everyone. 15 likes. Sorry, I didn't realise you'd answered that question already. Not a problem, Sarah, it's fine. You know, I can ramble on for hours. I actually, when I'm normally shooting my video, 17 likes, brilliant, liked, brilliant, done. Normally when I'm shooting my videos, I ramble on so much, but it's, you know, when I'm sort of watching it back, I think, well, would I want to watch this? Probably not, so I do cut it a lot. Karen, this is my mum. How do you do a like? What's your favourite ice cream flavour? Roskilly's or Callistic? Again, I'm not really an ice cream snob. I tend to like strawberry, or I've started really liking, as my sort of taste has got different as I've got older, I really like sort of salted caramel. But yeah, any really. Anyway, as long as it's, if you go to Swampool and have a lump of clotted cream on the top, that's the one, yeah. They always put like chocolate bits on it or like nuts. Swampool Beach, really good ice creams. Also, yeah, mainly them, I'd say. If I'm ever going to get an ice cream out, it's normally there. It's a good reason to walk. If you're going to do the like Gilly to Swampool walk, it's kind of like a reward for walking that far. Salted caramel, my favourite too. Emma Kennedy, well done. It's a good one. So, I will ask, Cornish ice cream is amazing. No polish. Flake on the ice cream. Yeah, why not? Extra chocolate's good, isn't it? So, done it now, couldn't see it. Thanks, Mum. So, what would everyone sort of like to see come out of this channel? I'd like to sort of find out what, I mean, because I make sort of lots of different videos, and I mean, they all tend to be in the same sort of genre of, well, I try to make them all about adventure and things like that. Obviously, I make a lot of like water based videos, and I've now got the van and everything. But what would you like to see out of this channel for next year? Actually, have you tried the hedgehog ice cream? Main Porth has a good one, as well as St Agnes. Actually, I've tried the hedgehog ice cream at Swampool, and it's my mum's favourite. Charlie says Swampool is such a good beach. Yes, it is. And Kate says Main Porth ice creams are good. Another thing with Main Porth as well, if you go to the Life's a Beach cafe that's there, they do like burgers and sort of hot dogs and things, and they're really like, they're reasonably priced for the amount of food you get. Pilgrim Poor, would you say Love Sundays is limited to Cornwall? Now you have the van, would you consider going further afield? I would like to, I love Cornwall, and it's always going to be about Cornwall because this is where I live. But I would hope that if I did decide that I wanted to sort of take the van and go further afield, that my viewers would still watch. Because I'd like to think that people probably start watching this channel because they like Cornwall, and they come to watch Cornwall, and then hopefully they come back because they like the sort of videos I make. So if that's the case, then hopefully if I did decide that I wanted to go further afield, that they would continue to watch. Okay, a few messages. I've started wild swimming this winter and I'm interested in doing some snorkeling. Love the water-based vids. That's from Emma Kennedy. Emma, I have a question for you. Do you, when you wild swim, do you wear a wetsuit or not? Because if you don't, you're a legend. If you do, then you know, you're just like me, that's fine. Do you scuba dive? From Only Me Chris. Do you know what? I've never actually scuba dived in my entire life. Johnny Big Salads, who's on here, has said he's offered to take me scuba diving at some point, but he needs to come to Cornwall because I don't go over the border that often. Are you a tin mine enthusiast? This is from Ashley Woods. I would like you to visit tin mines with your drone. Great footage, Batalic, etc. So Batalic mine is, you can't really fly drones there without permission because it's national trust. So it's difficult. I know a lot of people do it and I see it on Instagram a lot, but it's kind of, yeah. I mean, unless they've got permission to do it, I'm not necessarily someone who's going to shy away from breaking the rules, but you kind of need to just sort of respect, you know, they have the restrictions there because of nature and things. So, you know, I don't want to sort of piss off any seals or anything by flying my drone over them. Okay. So stealth camping tied in with snorkeling, surfing, and that Love Cornwall is something that I've been sort of planning that I'm gonna do. I want to sort of, I've got this idea for a video where I want to go snorkeling for the day, pull up somewhere nice and secluded that's not necessarily very busy, especially it's going to be a winter video because I'm probably going to make it in January, but then returning to the van and staying overnight, and then we'll see how it goes. Okay, Emma Kennedy says, nope, I have one but hate wearing it. Emma, you're a legend. I mean, I'm a bit of a wuss when it comes to the code, so I've got a lot of respect for that. Joe Woodland says, overnight camping in the van, first light drive, snorkeling, fire on the beach. Excellent. Charlie says, I love paddleboarding as well. If you don't wear a wetsuit, you're a legend, but also a tad crazy. That's from Keenan. Kate says, fly the drone over the house again to check the roof and chimney. Yeah, right. I enjoy all your videos. So happy with whatever you decide to do. Thank you, Sarah. That's really kind. So, I mean, this is pretty much probably the longest video I've ever posted. Well, I mean, it's a live stream, but I will post it afterwards for anyone that's not been able to attend. Have you ever visited the cafe at Kynance Cove? I've been to Kynance Cove probably 100 times, and whenever I go to the cafe, it's normally really busy, so I just can't be bothered to wait. So no, I haven't, but apparently it's very good. If it's busy, it's good, right? Simply Mint says, do you have any fears when swimming in the sea? It depends. There might be something that might spook me. I really want to sort of go snorkel. There's this snorkel trip down at Penzance where they go out and you can sort of free dive with like blue sharks. I'd like to do that. I think that would probably be my limit of fear. I've snorkeled with reef sharks, but they're, you know, probably 5 foot long. They're not, and they're more afraid of you than you are of them, whereas the blue sharks tend to get quite close. So that would probably push my limit to see if I get scared, pretty much. But if I do that, I'll make a video about it. The sky is the limit when you have a van, as you have warmth and can cook and sleep. Absolutely. Evening, what's on from Trumpers Outdoors? Got to go. All the best for 2022. Looking forward to more. Thank you, the Nail Polish Hound. I think what you have so far is fantastic. Thank you, Ashley. I appreciate that. Sharks in Cornwall, question mark. There's sharks everywhere, pretty much. It just depends where you look. You always get one with an attitude, though. The sharks, I mean. I think that's across the board with everyone, isn't it? You know, there's always going to be somebody. Right, we are coming up to nearly an hour. Does anyone have any other questions? Does anyone want to have a look at see how dark it is outside? If you do, let me know. You should only film what you have a passion for. That is absolutely true. I have a passion for most things that involve outdoor stuff, pretty much. If I've enjoyed this live stream. I've enjoyed sort of talking to you and sort of having a bit of interaction straight away rather than having to message everyone back. But if I wasn't making videos in my form of making videos, I probably wouldn't do it. If somebody said to me, we don't like the music in your videos, or if somebody said, you know, we don't like how you edit, change it, I wouldn't change it, because if I don't enjoy what I'm doing, I wouldn't make it. Paul, have you got any Christmas lights up in your van? No, mate. I've got these LED lights, but I've not wired them up yet. So, best place to watch storms from Laurie, I'd probably say Port Reef or Polzeff. No, not Polzeff. Porthleven. It all depends on which way the storm's coming in, because obviously Port Reef is on the north coast and Porthleven is on the south coast. To get electricity in the van, do you have to plug it in at the back? No, Charlie, I've got a split charge relay that I've set up that charges the leisure battery when I'm driving, because I'm only planning on sort of staying in this van for like one night at a time. It means I can drive to the destination, that will charge the leisure battery, which will give me my lights and my charge and everything, so that I can do what I need to do. Could plug in a electric cool box if I want to. And then the next day when I drive, it will charge the battery again. But if I was planning on staying in this for a week, I'd probably need solar or something. Heather, I agree with Sarah. As you know, I love all your videos. I love you being in Cornwall, but I think with the van you can go places, but will still have the same feel because of how you make your videos. Heather, that's very kind. Thank you. I miss the music at the beginning of your videos. Oh, what, the theme tune? Yeah, so I kind of, that was a weird one really, because I was watching a lot of videos on sort of bigger channels and things, and there's a lot of sort of controversy with intros, and because I tried to edit the song so that it was shorter, so that it wasn't so long, I will put an intro on a few videos every now and then, but I think once you've seen it once, if you're binge watching, if you just found the channel and you were like, do you know what, I'm going to watch the next one, and every time it was the same intro and there's no way of skipping it, it just gets annoying, doesn't it? So that's the reason why I stopped doing them. Where do you get your music from? Simply Mint. So that is Epidemic Sound. I've linked it in the description. If you do click on the link and sign up for your 30-day free trial, I do get a discount on my subscription, so I've just got to make you aware of that. But yeah, it's down there. It's not going to cost you any more if you apply for it through my link, but it helps me. Sorry, I have to go. Thank you for all your amazing videos in 2021. Looking forward to more in 2022. Toran, thank you very much for being a great viewer and always leaving great feedback. Pasty reviews would be great, however I'd be so jealous as only get down to Cornwall every few months. How about visit Scilly Isles? So I want to go to the Scilly Isles. I probably need to go on my own because Kate will not go on a boat because she gets seasick, so I will probably go there on my own. But yeah, I'd like to go to the Scillies. Also, pasty reviews, happy to do that, but my waistline will not like that. Do you support a football team? Charlie, believe it or not, I don't watch any sports. I'm not that interested in any of it. I used to play rugby a long time ago, before everyone else got bigger than me. But no, I don't. Ashley, I think Philps sent pasties by post. Yes, they do. Aidan Clark, nice looking board, dude. What size is it and where's your favourite spots? So this is a 6 foot, 6.0 7S board. It's actually a limited edition. It's number 59. It's got a few dents in it, but that's all part of it, isn't it? Favourite spots, Watergate Bay, Gwythian, Polzeath. Tend to stay clear of a lot of Newquay beaches other than Watergate Bay because they just get too crowded. Okay, excellent. So we are just past the hour mark. So I think I'm going to wrap it up. Unless anyone has anything they want to say last minute. Just to let everyone know as well that so I'm enjoying this sort of little break I've got at the minute. I'm going to start making videos next weekend, but there probably won't be an upload next weekend. So it'll probably be the following week. So just make sure you got the bell pressed so that when I do upload the next one that you're ready to go. And yeah, I'm looking forward to 2022. The sky's the limit. Anyone that's heading to Cornwall, let me know. My email address is in the description of most of my videos. So literally it's lovesundays562@gmail.com, or message me. Follow my Instagram because I post a lot of live sort of stories on there and things as well, and you can contact me through that. I also have a Facebook page at lovesundays84. So if you want any interactions, or if you are coming down to Cornwall, let me know, you know, because you might be in a similar area and you can always star in a video if you're not camera shy. Do you have any more collabs with other YouTubers? Have a lovely new year. That's from Ashley. Odyssey Explore, I mentioned earlier, we're going to make some more videos. I'll probably do a few more with Wendo. Yeah, that's about it for the minute. But who knows, you know, I might make some friends. Been a great live, enjoyed it. Thanks, Charlie. Being Cornish, you must be chucking for a cuppa by now. I'm on the JD, it's fine. Would you ever consider a meet and greet or meet up with a follower? Yes, I would. Well, I mean, I was kind of hoping for that with the beach clean that I arranged, really, but it was only sort of me, Pilgrim Paw, and Dave Cornwall that were there. And I appreciate, you know, not everyone's always around and things like that. But again, if you are down, if I can make it to where you are, so even if it's just for a beer or coffee or something for an hour, then just let me know, and you know, I'll do my best to sort of come and have a chat and give you some pointers on places to go. Charlie says Happy New Year. Heather says Happy New Year. Sean, thank you for 2020. Blah blah. Yeah, brilliant. Aidan says, never been a fan of Watergate and Gwythian, although I enjoy watching the surf at both spots. That's good. Excellent. 26 likes. That wasn't too bad, was it? I don't know actually how many people viewed. I think we've sort of averaged on about 25 people. Love Cornwall says, thanks for the live. It's been fun. I'll look forward to you in your van whilst on my adventures. Excellent. So I'm going to end it there. I'll probably post this for anyone that's not seen it once I work out how to do that, because first time I've posted. But yeah, try to sort of do a bit of handheld for a bit so it feels like a vlog. Yeah, maybe. If I'm off for another beach clean, I'd like to join. Cheers, Aidan. Appreciate that, mate. James Bailey, good to see you live. Catch up with you in the new year, mate. Thanks, James. James is actually a friend of mine, so we need to catch up, mate, once you're not working. Excellent. Right, well, thank you very much for everyone for attending. Thanks for a great year. Thanks for all your support. So I keep reading all the messages. Nice chatting with you. Have a great new year. Thanks, Sarah. Yeah, just thanks for your support. Thanks for your continued support, and I'll see you next year. Happy New Year. Thanks to Dave Cornwall. See you in 2022. Fastlight says, cheers, Sean. Brilliant. All right. Well, let me know if there's anything in particular video-wise that you want to see. And I'll see you soon. Bye.